And then the next day, I remember Brian telling me like, hey, my mom says I can't be talking to you. And I was like, dude, I was like, for what? For just like, you broke into my house.
Bart brain.
He's like, surprise! I'm in your house.
I've been in your house. Doesn't matter how I'm inside. I'm been in it.
Smart Kwan, dude.
Yeah.
Smart Kwan.
Welcome back to Care for Boys. Today we're talking about a time where you unfortunately were forced to ditch a friend.
Ditch a friend?
Yeah, you know, no longer be friends with a human.
All right. Well, I remember I really wanted to impress my cousin, right? And when I was a kid, you know, when you have friends like, and then there's older people in your group, they don't like your they're like, you're lame. Why don't you ditch your friend? So we were playing, and what we decided to do was go in the bathroom, lock the door, jump out of the window, and we went to go out to play while we left them.
Damn.
I know.
Just like that?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of f***ed up, dude.
It was f***ed up. And then so he was at my house just waiting. He didn't know where we were, but you know.
That's a very literal ditch.
Yeah, we ditched him.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel bad. You brought a repressed memory, dude. Like I feel like a terrible human being now.
Pretty sad, dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't want to do it, but I think I wanted to impress him so, and I was like, yeah, I'm a part of the cool crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
You had to kind of to save yourself,
Yeah.
Damn.
because
There
otherwise
would have been two people in that room.
It would have been you. You would have been the one left behind. If you
I wonder if he was wondering why did both of them go to the bathroom. Anyways, yeah.
I had one of those. How old were you?
I was a kid, man. I was probably like in second grade, third grade.
Second gay.
Second gate.
Second grade.
Gay the second time. Mine was, I was 10. And I felt really bad after.
Your hat too.
My hat.
Steve.
Bart's all
I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Bart's like,
no, I was thinking of my story. I was like, wait, what hat was I wearing in my story? I thought he was watching my childhood, like, on my forehead. Wait, you go see my movie?
I see little 10-year-old Bart with a shitty hat, and I'm like, man, fuck that.
I tell him you can see your flashback.
No, so I was 10. We went to, oh, you guys might know this area, but on Carmenita and Artesia,
Yeah.
there used to be a stationery store there. It was called like Fars or some shit. I think it was called Fars. But you could buy like, cool pens and pencils, fucking laptops, whatever, calculators.
Stationers.
Yeah.
Like going to GameStop.
yeah, you ever at KB Toys?
But we loved going there to steal shit. I don't know why, we loved to jack that place all the time. So
Pretty
me and
cool
my
again.
whole
Pretty cool.
street, we would like meet up and we'd fucking jack fountain pens, cool metal pens, whatever. So me and one of my best friends at the time, his name's Janesh, is this Indian dude, shout out to Janesh. I recently reconnected with him, but we went to the store together under the impression of we're gonna steal a bunch of shit and then we're gonna leave. So we're just in there walking around and we're wearing baggy clothes. I jacked like a organizer, like a planner, some fucking pens, all kinds of shit. He did too. And then we're just like, oh, okay, cool, we're done shopping. We go to the front of the store. He's a little bit behind me. As soon as I hit the store, it goes beep, 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 beep. Because you know, like the little sensor things that they put in between stuff. So it set up the store alarm. And the guy that was there, he's like, freeze! And I look back at Janesh, and I give him the look like, we're gonna fucking book it. And then I booked it, and I look, and the door swung open, closed, I look back, and he's still there, and the dude grabbed him, a grown up. And I'm like, fuck! So I run, and as I was running, I hopped a couple of, like, people's backyards just to kind of throw off if people go like, oh, where'd that kid go?
We're probably not even chasing you after that.
They won't be able to say like, oh, he went down this street.
Fugitive.
Yeah. I was trying to throw off.
They're probably like, he's gone.
And then so as I was hopping homes, I took all my shit out hidden in bushes and stuff. And then I was like, fuck. Because my bike was chained to the front of the store.
Oh my god.
So I was like, fuck, I gotta go back and get the fucking bike. Son of a fucking bitch. And then what ended up happening is
You change your clothes?
no, because I have to go home, which means I'll probably get my ass beat. Like, where the fuck are you? So I go to the store. I go back to the store, and that's when there's cops there. And then the minute the cop sees me, he starts sprinting after me. At this point, I don't know what happened to Janesh. I started booking it again. I actually outrun him. I did the same strategy.
You came
I went back into people's backyards and all that shit.
Picked up the shit, put it back in his pocket.
And I just hid in the bushes for probably a couple hours because I gotta get my fucking bike. And then finally I went back. I went to the back of the store and I was trying to look through, like, you know, like some stores from the back it's glass and it's glass in the front, so you kind of see everything that's going on. And I was kind of like waiting to see like if everything died down. But I guess the police were still writing police report or whatever. And then the door swung open, and this guy just comes and grabs me and pulls me in. And it was the police officer.
Whoa.
Boom, locks me to the chair. I'm gonna call your parents right now, whatever.
He knew you were gonna come back.
I don't know,
This is
probably,
fucking bike.
probably my stupid ass bike was
Says
there.
Bart on it.
Were you trying to get your bike and then he saw that?
So the first time I went straight to the front of the store to get my bike because it was chained to. You remember those old school like newspaper dispensers?
Yeah.
It was chained to one of those things.
Oh, those are
So I was
hard
like,
to
okay,
get
I can't
out,
go
too.
straight up. I gotta go from the.
You don't
back.
want to come back at nighttime when the store's
Yeah,
closed?
dude.
Well, because if I come back too late, my mom's gonna, where's your fucking bike? And then she's gonna whoop my ass. So I'm trying to like rock in a hard place type thing. I'm like, if I can get this bike,
Get caught by the law or caught by the mom? The law.
if I get the bike back in time,
Either way, you're fucked.
then I could pretend like nothing happened, you know? And then he ended up calling my mom. When my mom comes, has to pick me up. She comes home, whoops my ass. But the whole time, I'm still just thinking about Janesh. I'm like, what happened to him? Did he get locked up? Or
You
whatever?
never seen him or nothing?
I still don't quite know what happened, but I do remember a huge wedge was between me and Janesh's friendship, because I think from that point on it was, and the word on the street was Bart's the guy that ditched him. Like it's when shit hit the fan, he was the guy that.
But what are you supposed to do? He got
Yeah,
caught.
what were you supposed to do?
Come back and kick him in the nuts so he could let him go? Like,
We never went jacking again.
Damn, it's crazy. He's still in jail, man. It's crazy.
No, he's a real estate agent now.
Did you get charged with anything? Like, did you have to go to juvie or anything like that?
No, I didn't. They just called my mom and then I feel like this was like in the 90s where I feel like a lot of stuff wasn't so official. It was more like, don't you fucking do that, son. Okay. You know what it's about to. And then like my mom comes, you see this kid, take care of him. It's like a lot more like.
Community almost. Yeah.
that's true. A lot of
Yeah.
cops did do that back in the day.
Well, we'll keep these off the books. But if I see you again, you're in jail for life.
Like that's more effective in some ways.
Oh shit.
Fucking hoodie.
You know?
If you didn't go on to rob houses.
Yeah, you graduated pretty good.
But I feel like when you're
Lesson.
10, like cops don't want to fucking really write a report and do all
Nah,
that
they don't wanna do that
bullshit.
shit,
And it's like,
nah.
come on.
Yeah, because is 10 even old enough for juvenile?
That's embarrassing as a cop too. It's like, what did you do today? I caught some 10-year-old stealing fucking soda.
Dictionary, bud.
Yeah, like the.
Fountain pens.
Notepads.
What a loser move.
It's like, oh seriously?
This kid's a nerd anyway.
Were you really were doing that?
I don't think they would. He's trying to study hard.
I don't think you would have got you for stealing and running away though. You get it for like if you stole and then you try to fight the guy there, you know?
But even then, if you're 10,
They're not gonna do shit. They can still intimidate you and shit.
like if you took a stapler and put a fucking staple on the guy's forehead, like yeah, dude, like
Yes.
I was scared for my life though. Like, have you ever heard a cop running after you with the like keys and shit? Like,
was he a fat
I watched a
cop?
lot of cops.
I don't know. At that time, every cop looked like the universal soldier to you when you're fucking like.
90s cops look
When you're 10 years old, everyone looks fucking ginormous, like they play football.
How come 90s cops look all like special ops and fucking.
No man.
I honestly think they
Nobody
didn't have,
was
they,
like-
they didn't have recruiting problems.
No, it's because 90s cops, you were 10.
The benefits are better too.
That's also true.
They all look like Goldberg and shit. You're like, holy fuck.
No, because now isn't this the case in the military too, where they lowered like the standards for whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah.
For you to get in. You know what I mean? So I think it's because of recruiting problems with police forces. It's like that too.
Because I remember I was at this burger shop down the street and there was all these sheriff, like deputy sheriff, and they all look like children. And I realized I'm 40 and they're like 22.
Oh, yeah.
So they got baby faces.
I remember I was a kid. I don't know. I remember there was a cool kid who moved in the neighborhood. He's like an older guy named Derek. He was older than me, so he's like 13 and I'm like 10, you know? So I'm like, dude, this guy's like pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And he taught me about wrestling. So I was like really under his influence. And I was like, oh, wrestling's the coolest thing ever now because Derek likes it, right? And then one day Derek, this went on for like months. And then one day Derek was like, hey, Steve, come on, we're going to go to Patty's house. And like my buddy Stanley, his wife, his mom's name was
Asian Stanley?
Asian Stanley, yeah. And he's like, come on, we're going to go. It's raining right now. We're going to go to Patty's house and we're going to fucking mud clot her porch. And I'm like, why? And he's like, cause it's funny, dude. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, betrayal.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just in case you've noticed some of these lovely jade pieces on some of our men here, just know that you can get some for yourself over at thejadejewelers.co. Visit our friends here at the site and check out some of the pieces they've got. The selection is massive. You can find all kinds of different designs, and they even do some custom work, so if you want to check them out, we'll be very grateful. We love these guys over at Jade Jewelers, and we're happy for you guys to be able to get the same stuff.
We start taking up fucking clots of grass and flowers and all the like little reeds of things, whatever. And then he's like, here's what you do. You take it out in like a bunch of mud, and he's like, you just fucking smack it on the stand.
Such bullshit.
Yeah, and he's doing this shit, and he's laughing while he's doing it. And I was just kind of standing there like, this is kind of crazy, and I don't want to get my hand.
It's funny if it's a cartoon.
But I didn't help him do it. I was just watching him do it, and this is where I learned what guilt by association means. Because Patty can see Derek doing this shit out the fucking window. She immediately calls Derek's parents, right? And calls Derek's mom, calls my mom. And then by the time I get home, thinking like, none's the wiser. And also, it's mud on the stairs, it'll wash off, or whatever I was rationalizing in my head. My mom let me fucking have it immediately. I had to go out there and wash it off with a hose and like scrub it down or whatever.
That's a good mom.
Oh yeah.
Good mom.
Good.
Yeah, and then I learned, because I was like, I didn't even do anything. I didn't even fucking do anything. I was so indignant about it. I didn't even do anything. She's like, no, you're just as guilty as him because you were there.
You should have ditched him.
You should have ditched him, right? Guilt by association. And that's when
It's a good time to learn that.
I know, right? But then I had to kind of, slowly distance myself from that guy because, like, my mom was like, he's a bad influence and shit like that. You're gonna be smoking cigarettes by the time you're 13 and shit.
What happened to that guy?
He would have been my friend.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what happened. I think he reached out to me like 10 years ago or something like that. But so he's alive. That's cool.
He's alive.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 10.
What did he call that activity?
Vandalism.
Yeah.
No, did he have a name for it?
It's like we're gonna go like mud up
Vandalasia.
Patty's porch. Yeah, mud up.
Mud up Patty's.
What grade is 10 years old? Like fourth?
Virginia.
I want to say I was in third grade, fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
Yeah.
Oh, I got another one. My memory's coming to me. This one I felt really bad because the mom made me not be friends with the son.
Their mom?
Their mom. Why? So I was 14 or 13 as a freshman in high school. I would go over to my friend Brian's house all the time. Super cool. Parents would if we all went out for dinner, they would always just pay for me and buy me dinner or whatever. So I felt like we had a really close relationship and good rapport. And then one day I was supposed to go to his house and no one was home. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What's going on? So I was like, oh, okay, I know how to break and enter. So I went upstairs, I climbed onto the patio, and then I checked for all the windows. So all the windows downstairs were locked. I went on top of the patio to mom's master bedroom, and I was like, oh, this one's open. Opened the glass door, popped the screen off, went inside, closed the screen, closed the door. And I was like, I'll just wait inside the house. And then when they came home, the mom opened the door, and I'm just standing in the front of the hallway. And I'm, oh, hi, Mrs. Kim. She was like, get out! And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I thought it was gonna be like, oh hey Bart, with the kid that we always eat dinner together, or whatever. I thought it was gonna be like that, but she's like, get out! And I'm like, oh, I can't hang out with Brian today? No! And I was like, whoa, this is a big overreaction.
Brian's mom's tripping.
Yeah, and then I remember walking all the way back home, and then going, what the fuck just happened? And then the next day, I remember Brian telling me hey, my mom says I can't be talking to you. And I was like, dude, for what? For just you broke into my house. And I was like, but I've had sleepovers. I've been inside your house so many times.
Bart brain.
I was like, I've literally been in your house many times.
He's like, surprise! I'm in your house!
I was like, we've had pizza parties, we watched movies, we've slumber parties. And I'm like, I've been inside your house so many times. And you steal shit with me too. We used to go to the mall and jack stuff together. So all of his friends, I'm like, we've been stealing. I'm like, yeah, and I was so sad.
That's What a funny misunderstanding to think you could just go in someone's house. You said mi casa, su casa.
I've been in their house. Doesn't matter how I'm inside. I'm been in it.
Smart Kwan, dude.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You think that's fucked up?
How casual he is.
No, yeah, I get it.
With kid brain, fuck yeah.
Because I've been in the house already 20 times.
I did the same thing, but I just didn't get caught.
Yeah.
I did the same.
What should I have done?
Go to his room. You go to his bride's room.
And the wait when he for him to come in, I go, Psst, I'm in here.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You'd still get yelled at.
No, the funny thing is to leave something for your friend to find later, so he doesn't like no one sees that you were there.
That's creepy.
Dude,
as
you still
fuck.
do that shit now.
Yeah, dude.
I know Ryan probably has a key to my house or something.
I have the fucking cricket thing in my car, and sometimes every time I see it, I get like PTSD.
Dude, every time you leave here, you probably check your bag, huh?
I'm like, fuck. What's in here, dude?
I will.
I didn't leave this piece of paper in here. Ryan did this to me.
The kid who's when I said I did do that, I did it with a friend. We snuck into our other friend's house, and we just like filmed video. There's like a video of me practicing breaking when I was like 14, and I'm practicing in my friend's house, whose parents and him don't even know I'm there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because he had a lot of space in his living room.
How many people were inside?
It was just 2 people, just me and my friend. Like we were just practicing at his house. But then that friend, whose house we like, basically we did the same thing. Opened the window, just went in. But that friend is a friend I had to ditch later because he had progressively became so dorky that my other cool friends would be embarrassed by him. And like it was kind of sad because like he's actually like a really genius, very talented individual, but he's just socially just like kind of a dork. And like he did 2 things that were like really bad. One was we all went swimming. Like one of my friends got one of those above ground pools that was like a circle, you know, those like kind of out in Norwalk. So we all went swimming, and then this fool came out in a Speedo, which none of us had seen before. Tight. And we were just like, damn, that's like, this is when you first get introduced to like things being gay. We were like 14.
That's so gay.
He can't be a friend.
Yeah, but then he didn't register it as being weird at all. So we were like, oh, he's got to go, dude. And then
You know what? One of the gayest things is the swim cap.
Over the goggles. Yeah.
I remember like going to Asia and you have to wear those in the public swimming pool. I'm like, dude, this is the gayest shit ever.
But you go fast though. You go fast.
It's different in Asia though, because again, if you go into a place where everybody has to wear it, it's like
It's different.
The whole country's gay, dude.
yeah, whole country's gay, dude.
That's fair.
Yeah, and this dude.
Whole swim team's gay, dude.
Got me there.
The second thing he did was after that he was already kind of like on thin ice, and then we went to Stonewood Mall. There was like 5 or 6 of us. Everybody of my other friends at the time is like athletes or they're just like cool kids, and then this dude was like a guy I brought in, and he had shown up to Stonewood Mall with like a suede blue dress vest and no shirt underneath.
Oh no.
What? And then he had this thing that was like shaped like a Walkman, but it had a speaker on it, so the music just goes out and everyone just fucking hears it. And he was playing Macarena. And we were just walking through the mall with this fool, and he didn't think anything was weird about that.
You guys should have beat his ass.
No, this guy was ahead of his time.
That was your duty to beat his fucking
He didn't think it was funny either. He just thought it was normal. He wasn't like, hey, check this out.
Vibing it, like you're moving it all?
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, but he didn't think it was like a bit. You know what I mean?
He's a star. That's what it is. Some people are just stars.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
main-
This sounds like Prince or something.
He was just like, you know that when that dividing line happens with like when cool people and then like your friends get into dork hobbies and then you
Like your friend just starts showing up to set like wearing like cash onesies from Amazon, like just like 2-piece jumpsuits.
yeah, but that's when like we had to kind of like, or I had to kind of just stop inviting him to shit, and then I saw him again the day that we were filming Party Rock Anthem on the Universal lot. He was there because he worked for Universal at that time.
No way.
Yeah.
He's still bumping the Macarena?
No, he was just like an eccentric weird dude, but I think he found his place and he became like he had a really like good job there.
Did you guys catch up? Like,
Yeah, we caught up and stuff, but then like
Some people that are that eccentric, it's like
But you know what?
just belong somewhere else.
You know what was really sick though is
Hollywood and Vine.
I think ditching him was the better move because he never had to face that what he was doing was weird and he would like change. You know what I mean? Like it was better that we were just like, all right, we're not gonna hang out with you. Cause we didn't shame him. We didn't unless he like felt ditched. I don't even know.
Like the butterfly effect shit where this happens and it goes to some other.
Yeah, because like his personality when I reconnected with him and stuff, he was just as weird, but it made sense where he worked and what his creative job was. I'm like, dude, if we had stifled that and been like, nah, you gotta be more like us and like get cool.
You gotta wear undershirt at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like from there I'm like, oh shit, like I'm glad we didn't like make him lose his like spark, you know?
Yeah.
You know how many sparks were lost by being called gay?
Probably all of them.
I know.
Probably
Wow.
most of them.
Hey, that's like us in Boy Talks.
What is that?
The fuck is that?
That's called
dude?
boy talk.
You know what I'm talking about? No?
Boy talks?
Sounds suspicious.
You ever play Sonic the Hedgehog and you get hit by something and you use all of your?
Okay, yeah.
That's getting called gay when you're that age.
Like, all my rings are working so hard for him.
Not that it's cooler, but he also it was never gay. Like he got married, has a wife and everything, and he did. It wasn't. Yeah. So we could have fucking hurt his feelings pretty bad because he would have been like, I'm not gay. That's weird.
Not homosexual, like gay.
Because he wasn't like his sense of humor wasn't like that at all. So if you called him gay back then, he'd probably be like, they are accusing me of being gay.